Welcome back to Journey with Steven, and today marks a year, or nearly a year, actually a year minus a day, of living here in Australia, and I am sad to leave, but I don't believe in saying goodbye because I'm sure at some point I'll be back, whether to visit or to live here again. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on the road and up in the skies. This trip is being segmented into two trips. So I'm going to China first, to Xiamen to enjoy some dinner before hopping on my next flight to get back to Singapore. So join me on this journey to get back home to Singapore from Sydney, Australia. Let's go. Today we'll be flying on XIAMEN Air, and the check-in is at row D in Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport. It is quite a long queue for check-in. Guess what? I'm really very lucky because my bag did not overweigh, as my allowance is only 23 kg this time round. Alright, I'm all checked in right now, and I just asked for the upgrade. They have option for upgrade and it's fixed at $1,000 and 1,050 Aussie dollars. Meanwhile, when I checked via calling yesterday, direct to XIAMEN Airlines, it was 8,030 Chinese yuan, I think. So it was cheaper to come to the airport to do the upgrade. But anyways, they did mention if I did do the upgrade at the airport, it means that it's only the seat, the meals and all are gonna remain as the same, as well as the baggage allowance. Anyways, we are all set. Let's get to XIAMEN and enjoy some dinner, and then afterwards fly back to Singapore. Alright, departing Sydney, wouldn't be a resident here anymore. Goodbye to Australia and had lots of fun, so time to move on. Let's go. The boarding process was a little bit chaotic. The gate manager wasn't very happy that people were at the priority line when they were meant to be at the economy line, and he pointed them out to get to the economy line. That aside, I'm really happy and excited to try out XIAMEN Airlines. Today we'll be seated at 43H, an aisle seat. At the seat, you will find a small little pillow, a bottle of water, as well as a blanket that is being wrapped up to show that it has been disinfected for use. Moving on to the seat pocket, we will find the safety instruction card, which we are flying on a Boeing 787 today, a magazine, as well as a movie catalog. This is the first time I'm seeing one of these, and a bath bag.
本次航班全程禁烟，严禁在飞机的任何区域内吸烟，严禁窗户、舷外、洗手间内的烟雾探测器。Smoking is prohibited on board the aircraft. Do not touch or tamper with smoking items in the lavatory.
The launch service commenced shortly after when we were at cruising altitude, and today for lunch we had 3 different options. So we had the pork with rice, fish with noodles, or chicken with potatoes. And here we have the pork with rice. We were also given assorted nuts after the meal service. Right now onto the loo review. There's really nothing special about this loo as compared to many other airlines other than the lighting, which is good, and that there are some hand lotions over there and a single comb that is stick right in the middle of both hand lotion. Other than that, there's really nothing much to fault on it or to really say that there's something special about it. But yeah, that's it really. I tried to get back to the entertainment system after being back from the loo, but nothing really seemed to work other than the power down option. I really can't resume the movie I was watching somehow, and it was just a little bit annoying. I thought I would give it a try by using the controller to see if I could resume the movie, but obviously it just doesn't want to cooperate with me, so I had to restart the system. About 2 hours before landing, air stewardess actually started handing out hot towels for the guests to get freshened up before the meal service actually began. The meal service started shortly after. I can't remember what they were actually serving, but there were 2 options, one with potato and one with rice. This time round, I decided to pick the one with potatoes. I gotta say the food was good, except for the apples that doesn't look fresh at all. Before landing, a video on self-transfer was actually played. It gives a very clear instruction of the process on how to do the transfer when they arrive in XIAMEN. In my case, I had to actually pick up my bags when I arrived in XIAMEN and check it in again the next day, because they weren't able to do international transfer. What that meant was that my bags weren't entirely checked straight through to Singapore when I was in Sydney, but it was only checked through to XIAMEN. So I got to collect my bags and check them in when I was at the airport again the next day. The video also showed where to actually get the accommodation for the night if you have a free accommodation included in your booking.
Your mobile phones and other doors turned off or reply mounting.
To be honest, I was quite bummed that I didn't get a window seat, because from my angle I can actually just see that there is such a great view outside of the airplane when we arrive into XIAMEN. that honestly just makes me want to stay in Xiamen for a little bit longer to explore the city. However, the change fee was really way too much for me to proceed forward, so I have left Xiamen on my scheduled itinerary.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying with XIAMEN Airlines, a member of SkyTeam Alliance. The airplane is still taxiing. Please remain seated and keep your mobile phones and any other electronic devices off or remain in flight mode until the fasten seatbelt signs are on. We'll be brightening the cabin lights till the airplane comes to a complete stop. Please make sure to take all your belongings before leaving the airplane. And please be careful when you open the overhead compartment. Your checked baggage may be claimed at the baggage claim area. Dear passengers, XIAMEN Airlines is always your sincere friend, and we are looking forward to having you flying with us again. Thank you.
Thank you, bye. Alright, we just landed in Xiamen and I'm gonna find the transit counter. Gonna be here for about 12 or 13 hours before I catch my final flight back to Singapore. So, gonna be interesting. Haven't been to Xiamen. This will be quite an adventure. Let's enjoy this. Let's go.